I always tell you guys about how My Little Pony always stood out when developing characters for a long time, but the destiny of Twilight Sparkle after the ending of the show still raises a lot of questions. Hey beautiful people, I'm Julie, and today we're exploring a little bit of the mystery that involves Twilight Sparkle after the ending of My Little Pony Friendship is Magic. If you also got yourself asking what happened to our Princess of Friendship, stay with me because I'll tell you all about it. After many adventures cited by her friends, we see Twilight Sparkle become the princess and ruler of Equestria, taking the throne that belonged to Princess Celestia and Princess Luna. But what really happened with her after the last episode of the series? Let's begin by remembering the end of the 9th season. Even so, because all the information that we have about the future of the show are contained in that episode. In it, we have a time skip where we see an older Twilight rule in Equestria, cited by her friends, and finally assuming her role in the throne. And the most interesting part is that she is with a similar appearance as Celestia, with that floating mane and everything. I always wondered if she would also have the task of raising the sun and the moon, or if she appointed this task to other ponies. Well, it happens that the show will end up with Twilight reuniting with her friends once more, reinforcing the message that friendship is eternal. But what happens after that? Well, the series of My Little Pony A New Generation gives us some hints. Firstly, we know that Equestria went through heavy changes and that magic disappeared at some point. Twilight Sparkle is mentioned out of the blue as an historical figure, but without many details about her destiny. The biggest question of the fandom is Twilight gone or is she hidden somewhere? I already theorized this a lot, but here goes some of the best theories about where Twilight currently could be. A popular theory among the fans is that Twilight retired at some distant place, maybe in search for a solution for the disappearing of the magic in Equestria. This theory is based off the idea that Twilight always was a trusting and dedicated leader, and even after leaving the throne, continues working to protect her kingdom. But that doesn't explain why she didn't return. I mean, magic was restored. We already have a new villains. Maybe if that was the case, wouldn't she appear again? Or maybe she went too far and now is unreachable. Another possibility is that Twilight have been transformed into a higher being or entity, since we don't know a lot about alicorns. So maybe this is an option. Or something along the lines of, if an alicorn fulfills its purposes in life, it ascends to another plan. But that is pure speculation, because by that, Celestia and Luna didn't get this ending. But that would certainly not explain why she is not seen in the new series, but still is referenced as an important figure. And speaking about reference, in this new show, we see Twilight Sparkle in some sort of hologram, transmitting a message to the new protagonists. This suggests that she left some of her legacy to guide the future generation of ponies. But once again, there are no details about her exact whereabouts. Maybe this hologram is linked to her disappearing. I think it's pretty hard, but what if Twilight messed up a spell? That could have happened at the time that Twilight created the crystals. Some part of the spell snapped and might have created the hologram, just like other signals that could still appear in the next seasons. And following that, this spell could have imprisoned the princess somewhere. Imagine if Twilight is actually trapped in the crystals, just like Luna was in the moon. I mean, we know that this type of magic is possible, and the hologram is directly linked to the crystals. So, what if somehow Twilight put everything of her in the crystals? I leave it to you to think about it. One of the most banana theory, in my opinion, suggests that Twilight Sparkle is in a parallel dimension, facing a multi-dimensional threat that could destroy Equestria. The events of Equestria Girls and other episodes where portals to different realities open reinforce that idea. Maybe Twilight is leading a resistance in some parallel universe, waiting for the right time to return. But why would she leave Equestria for so long? Or maybe if that's really the case, time passes different in this dimension, and she might think that she's spending some days off, but actually, there have passed centuries. Another hypothesis is that Twilight is in a period of self-exile. We know that Twilight always was a pony that valued reflection and learning. It might be that she has isolated herself in a remote location to meditate and find a way to restore magic in Equestria. This spiritual retreat might be going on somewhere unknown in Equestria, away from the eyes of everyone, maybe even in Skyrose, the Alicorn land. The truth is that her disappearing doesn't make a lot of sense. We had many references to G4 during many episodes of the new generation. By the way, I already made a video about it, so go check it out after you finish this one. It is really worth it. But even with our protagonists having direct contact with the characters that were so close to Twilight, none of them ever cared enough to explain what really happened, not even Discord. And in my perception, there are two explanations to this situation. 1. Something really bad happened with the Princess of Friendship, like she going the opposite of living, and that is why no one talks about it. Or 2. She cast some sort of spell that took the memories of what happened to her, to where she went or where she is, and that is why no one tries to look out for her. After all these speculations, the truth is that the final destiny of Twilight Sparkle still is a mystery. The creators of the show left many loose ends, maybe on purpose, to keep fans intrigued and follow new stories in the future. And at least that leaves me hope that someday we will have an answer about what really happened. What about you? What do you think happened to Twilight Sparkle? If you have any crazy theory, share it with me in the comments. I would love to know what you guys think. And don't forget to hit that bell button so you don't miss any content around here. That's it for today, guys. Thank you so much for watching till here, and hasta la vista.